Good morning, good day everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's nice to have you here again. Welcome to any new subscribers and thank you all my subscribers of the past and present and to the future. So yeah, I hope everybody's well. I had a lovely day yesterday. I went into the city, so it was a big drive into the city. And wandered around, had some nice lunch. It was just a nice day out. And then I called into the hotel on the way back because I needed to stop for a little bit of a break. I was getting a little bit tired. Anyway, I go into the pub and was speaking to some people there and finished up playing some pool with some people, so that was kind of fun. And yeah. You know, after being in isolation for such a long time, it's nice to meet people. Anyway, let's get a reading. Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors, Holy Spirit Guides, Holy Angels, what do you got for the collective today? Please give us a clear and concise message. Keep the collective and myself protected during this reading, after this reading and beyond. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. All negative energy projections will be returned to sender immediately and dissolved into the ether or deemed ineffective however the Holy Spirit sees fit. So let's do it. Let's get a couple of word cards for the morning. Don't know why it's the morning, but it's the morning here, so it might be different for you wherever you are, or whatever time you find this video. Just keep in mind too, these are collective readings, and you know, they might not resonate with everybody, but you know, quite often if you've found this video randomly, it's got something in it for you. And also, like with, you know, the collective resonate on the same frequency. So, but it doesn't mean like a whole story will fit. So, but there could be bits of a message that may be relevant for you, if not a whole story, right? Ultrasonic speech translator, communication system. Interesting. Ultrasonic speech translator, that's like a speech recognition, speech recognition system, communication system. So we have a patent number. You might want to write this down. You can research it if you wish. The patent, hashtag patent 5539705, if you are interested in checking that out. Okay, so I'll put that out. Say a speech translator. Somebody might need a translator. Well, somebody's being recorded. What else have we got here, Spirit? Somebody might need an interpreter. Somebody might be interpreting somebody's messages in a distorted fashion. Something's creepy. I heard somebody saying something was creepy. Maybe somebody's messages. We have possibilities. Something's creepy. Possibilities. What's going on here? So somebody might not know how to interpret maybe some messages, maybe some of the messages that we give here. Somebody might be confused about, somebody might be getting creeped out in some way. Maybe there's some accuracy here and it's kind of making somebody nervous. But somebody's seeing some sort of possibilities to do with this. Translating the messages. What else? What is this? We have subliminal message generator. We have another patent number here. A subliminal message generator. So this must be AI. Message generator. There is a lot of messages that are being sort of manipulated out there with AI. Somebody might be using AI to retranslate messages. So there is a patent number here again. So if you'd like to research, hashtag patent 5270800. Okay, should I say it again? 5270800. Subliminal message translator. Somebody's looking at some possibilities here. So there might be a message generator. So with the speech translator, possibilities, and the message generator, somebody might be like taking somebody's messages and manipulating them, for sure. Or they're looking at the possibilities to do that, right? So there's something going on in the message, you know, like there's manipulation going on of somebody's messages, right? So be aware. Now you can tell, like if you're watching readings and you can tell that it's been spoken by AI, like, you know, you can tell by the voices that, well, they're not matching up with the or even, you know, like the lips don't match up. You can kind of tell that it's not, you know, that it's been manipulated. If it's coming through AI, it's been subject to change, right? If you can't see a real person speaking, it's like I was getting like some things coming through my feed, you know, and they use like a lot of celebrities and whatnot to send messages, and it looks like they're talking, but it's not. It's all generated by AI, you know. So be aware that, you know, you've got to be really use your discernment on what is real and what's not. It was like one of them was like, I kept getting messages from Elon Musk, you know, talking. I mean, some of the messages in there were actually pretty good, but it was still generated by AI, you know what I mean? And to use others' image, like to relay a message. I don't care what the message is, whether it's good or bad. It's a manipulation, and in my opinion, if it's anything is manipulated like that, it's not something that someone should be following, because it's been manipulated. And if it's going to be manipulated to use other people to send a message, when that person that is being used to give a message may not be conducive to that message, you know what I mean? But they're being used because they are an image to portray a message, but it might not even be their opinion, you know what I mean? So it's all very messed up. I just said very messed up, you know what I mean? Sitting on the top there. So, you know, so then people aren't getting the correct message of what a particular person stands for, you know what I mean? And that can be really dangerous, especially when it comes to like politics and stuff like that, because, you know, people vote for people under the understanding that they they agree with their policies. So if you've got somebody there speaking of policy and it's not even them, and you vote for them and their policies are something completely different, this is just an example, right? Then you're being deceived, right? There's a deception. So unless you can really, so you have to really sort of like analyse it and look at what you're looking at. You know, is this real or is it not? I mean, there's that much shit out there that, you know, I don't know how the next generation's going to deal with reality, because if they're all on their devices looking at things that look real but they're not, the next generation's going to be very well fucked up. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on, right? So we've got a bunch of cards just popped out, and the first one on the top is the devil, right? What a surprise! The great deceiver, right? The Knight of Wands, you know, the player. We get the devil, the Knight of Wands, the player. Somebody might be like a con man, you know, they're conning someone here. So somebody needs to have their boundaries up, okay? Because there's a deceiver out there. There could be a deceiver of stability. They could be deceiving somebody about their stability. What is stable and what is not, like what is real and what is not, you know what I mean? And there we have it. Yeah. Oh, somebody needs to defend their property. Somebody needs to defend their stability, defend their home from this deceiver, defend their foundation. Somebody's foundation could be being attacked. Somebody might want to knock somebody off their pedestal or something, you know what I mean? Like somebody wants to knock someone down. Because someone's shining here, somebody has a good foundation, and somebody's been told to defend that from whoever this Knight of Wands devil energy is. Alright? Because somebody's coming in quickly and somebody needs to go, wait, you know what I mean? Somebody's coming up to you quickly, put a stop right there. Stop right there. This is this. You're not to come through this boundary, right? Somebody has to be stopped because this person's destructive, and I'm looking at all this blood. Somebody wants to turn this. Yeah, look. Fuck. Somebody wants to turn all this beautiful foundation with this beautiful water and golden and flowers and beauty, right, into this desolate bloodbath. Chains, trapped. See the difference in those two energies? This is what somebody's coming into. This is what somebody needs to defend, alright? This is serious, right? We have a Magician at the bottom of the deck in reverse, and they're after the Wheel of Fortune, okay? They could be coming in all sweet. Page of Cups. Like a star, right? But something has ended for a Hierophant. Foundations. There's a whole group effort here. So this could be an organisation, a group of people. There's an injustice. Alright? This energy here, this has given me a bunch of dark energies all playing together. This group of people here, they're all planning. They're planning in a nest. They're planning something. We have a Hierophant, who is this magician. They may be wanting to ambush somebody. I'm getting an ambush. They want to end a start. They're after their Wheel of Fortune and new beginning. I need to read this in another way as well. So there's two ways of reading this. Let me just line these up as they were. Where did that one come out? There. No. We had a Hierophant, and this could be a leader of a group who is a magician. This is the main player of a group, right? Be careful, because there is an injustice. These people don't care, right? They want to come into somebody's, what somebody's got going on, their investments. Somebody wants to tap into somebody's investments. Yeah, look, they want a piece of the fruit. See how they're picking that fruit there? And this is the collective sitting on a nest, alright? Someone wants a piece of the pie. They want to end somebody's stardom, somebody's new beginning, because they want their Wheel of Fortune, and they think they can manipulate somebody's destiny here. This is a manipulation. And they think that somebody is naive, but they're not, right? The collective's not. The collective has had too much experience in this shit, and they can pick it up pretty quick. Okay? Somebody thinks this is creepy. Maybe that's what they feel is creepy, is that you can pick it up, and pick up the energy. Okay. Let's have a look, see what's creepy, right? What's creepy here, Spirit? Tell us. A King of Swords. Could be an air sign. Could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Illusions. So they could be confused. Seven of Cups. Creepy, confused. Somebody... This can also be an authority. This can be like a police officer, or an investigator, or lawyer, doctor, you know, like somebody that could be investigating some sort of illusions, whatever's going on in these cups here. And they're looking at this devil energy, like, Somebody's looking at this devil energy and thinking somebody's like, you know, creepy. This is a King of Swords. This air sign. It could be an air sign. No, it doesn't have to be, right? Like I said, it can be this authority figure. Somebody's got their sword up anyway, so they've got their boundaries up. They've got their sword up because they can. They might not know exactly what it is here, but somebody's looking at something or somebody that's creepy, and they're trying to just like look at these 7 cups and what's in it. Somebody could be going, well, what's in it for me? Somebody might be trying to communicate with someone to manipulate them, and this other person's going, well, what, you know, they might be looking at somebody like sideways and kind of saying, well, what is in it for me? What is the illusion? What's the catch? Somebody could be saying, well, what's the catch here? You know what I mean? And they're looking back at the cups that have been offered, and it's maybe somebody's trying to sell some stolen goods or something like that, and somebody's looking at it going, well, yeah, like what? How is this going to implement me in something? With the speech translator here, this is somebody translating somebody's tactics. This is somebody seeing through somebody's illusions, somebody's games. Yeah, because somebody don't give a fuck, and they're not going to get a new beginning, and they're going to be stuck. There's a Chariot. Yeah, it's stopped because they've been exposed. The Moon here. Ace of Pentacles. So that's what they were after, because they're dependent, codependent. No love here. There's an extreme tower. Oh, because the police might be here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so somebody is seeing something for what it is. What's the possibilities here then? Yeah, so somebody's looking at the possibilities, like what an outcome could be. We have a King of Wands. Could be a Leo, a Hermit, somebody unhealed. Hermit is in reverse. Or somebody's coming out. I'm coming out. I let the world know. Maybe somebody's that way inclined, you know? Someone's actually coming out. I mean, there's a possibility, right? A King of Wands. So it could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries could be coming out. Somebody's looking at somebody's possibilities. Something's being seen. The possibilities are being seen. Also, what I'm getting is, yeah, with subliminal messages. That's what somebody's doing. They're looking at the message underneath the message. It's been seen. And it's like somebody's going like, what? Like, right, what? You know, no, I don't know. Like somebody's looking back quickly, like, let's see something. It's like seeing something out of the corner of the eye, you know what I mean? Like, what was that? So somebody might be actually seeing something for what it is, right? And then seeing how, this is like a double cross, like see how they can manipulate the manipulator. Do you know what I mean? It's like a double cross, like this King of Wands could be like seeing somebody trying to manipulate them, and then they manipulate the manipulator. This is funny. Because somebody doesn't care. Oh, but somebody is sad. Well, somebody's sad that somebody doesn't care. They've been left out in the cold. Oh, baby. Yeah, but it's about resources and money. No money, no resources. Someone's fucked. And somebody's not in their head about somebody else being out in the cold. Something's not over though. They're not moving on. Somebody's not moving on. They could be getting some sort of false information about somebody's independence, I heard, about balance. Somebody's financial balance. An Empress in reverse. Someone's not balanced here. Somebody... Queen of Wands. Somebody saying the Queen of Wands is not an Empress. She is broke. She lies. She's not moving on. Yeah, and just not stopping something. Could be this King of Wands then. Could be analysing a Queen of Wands. They could be seeing this person as a manipulator. They're seeing this person. somebody's seeing a manipulator for what they are, and they're looking to see how they can take advantage of that themselves. You know what I mean? It's like a double crossing energy. It's very, very sneaky. But you know, like how investigators, or like, will like talk to a criminal, and they catch them in their they catch them out. You know what I mean? Like they'll bait them, and then they'll reel them in with a bait, and then they always end up like exposing themselves. And that's what's going on here. That's exactly what could be going on here. And somebody's now sad, left out in the cold, because somebody doesn't give a shit. Okay? Subliminal messages. King of Wands. The messages. Subliminal messages. Yep, we've got an Emperor. Wow, here he is. That could be this King of Wands here. Or a King of Wands is looking at an Emperor directly in the face. This is interesting. Somebody's not being left out, and they have the resources. But these two could be two different energies looking at each other in the face here. It's like they're looking at something head on. They're looking at each other head on. It's like, I can see you. I can see you. You think you can manipulate me for my resources? Not left out in the cold. This is interesting. Yes. Yeah, no. Somebody's going, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Because it's like somebody's offering somebody something, and they're going, yeah, no. And then they turn their back, and they can see their own resources. They're not being left out in the cold. It's like, let's see if I can show you what this looks like. See how they're looking at each other like that, like this Emperor's looking at this King of Wands, and this is the one offering something, I think. Could be the other way around, but I don't think so, because this is the Emperor. This one here is trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes here, and they're offering, this person here is like they're offering this one something, but this is an Emperor. They're no idiot, right? And it's like they're looking at it, and they're processing that in their mind, and they've just turned their back and gone, nah, I'm not out, I'm not, out in the cold here. I'm not, I'm going back over here, and I'm working on my own resources, right? So they've gone, yeah, nah, yeah, nah. That's funny. So something's been seen for what it is, I'll just go over here and work on my own resources. I don't need your whatever dodgy offer is. It's like that. I'm not out in the cold here. I'm not desperate, this person's saying. This is an Emperor. This is a King of Wands offering an Emperor who's, on top of the game, like offering them some illusions, right? I mean, this is the difference here. Here's the illusions in these cups. But this is what the Emperor's got here. They've already got all these cups full, right? And there's 9. Here there's only 7. And they're like floating around in the clouds. It's like an iffy, well, what is that? You know, what is it you're offering, right? I think I'll just turn around and go and work on my own, right? I've already got this happening. I don't need your illusions, okay? If somebody's not walking away and they need to make a decision about their lies. They keep lying. Untempered. Yeah, they can't stop lying. Somebody can't stop lying. They're not moving on. They haven't made a decision about the 10 of Cups and being in the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So they're in poverty. They're lying about their stability. They're lying about having the 10 of Cups, their wish fulfillment, with the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is with nothing coming in. So somebody's got nothing coming in here with the Queen of Cups. They're lying about having this stable something coming in and not holding back. But they're broke, right? But they're saying they've got the 10 of Cups, but they're lying. They're untempered lying. They haven't made a decision to move on from that. And they're still relying on a Queen of Cups who's got nothing coming in, right? But they're longing. They're longing for something with this group. They don't want to miss the opportunity, but something's been exposed. That somebody was just trying to 10 of Swords somebody and get them stuck. Stop them from moving. I want a new beginning. This is like a little tiny love offer. You know, it's full of illusions here. And it's giving me this King of Swords looking at this going, he's looking at these illusions here going, what the hell? What the hell? You think I'm going to buy that? When I've already got this? You devil, you. I still don't know what this creepy is. The possibilities. Yeah, somebody's not burdened. Somebody's not burdened by their Ace of Pentacles. So somebody's trying to lure in an Emperor here, but this person's codependent. There's a big tower coming. Somebody's not buying their goods, or they're not, you know, they're not taking their offer. This looks like an offer. This looks like the police. Don't give a shit. Someone's not getting a new beginning. And like I said, they don't care if someone's sad. Sorry about that. I just had to go and close the front door because there's a car pulling it out the front. Just have to close the door because the dog runs out there and wants to greet everyone. She loves everybody. Okay, so let's do a little bit more clarification. Knight of Wands. Clarify this Knight of Wands, please, Spirit. Knight of Wands. Who is this? I'm liking this Emperor energy. I think the King of Swords here is the Emperor. And I feel like the Devil energy is the King of Wands. 2 minutes, Spirit. One at a time. Knight of Wands. Yeah, message. So this is somebody coming in quickly with a message. So be aware, collective, if somebody's coming in with a fast offer. You know what I mean? It's like fast moving. So somebody might be like in a hurry, and they might be trying to offer something quickly to try and get you off guard. So they're and they might be using the speech translator, the lying mechanism, to get you to act fast. I mean, that's what salesmen do, right? Like car salesmen, they speak fast, and they try to get you to take action quickly without thinking too much about it. So if somebody's coming in to offer you something and trying to get you to make a decision quickly, put your boundaries up. We've got the Seven of Wands. Clarify the Seven of Wands, please. Defend what you've got. Yeah, because look, there is the Five of Swords, right? Put your boundaries up to this person, because this person's coming in quickly, and they're going to be, you know what I mean? They could have been spying and you know, really analysing a situation. They could be really jealous of somebody's stability and what they got going on, and that's why they want to come in and attack. This is an attack. This is a very warlike energy. But somebody's also sad. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. Something is not over. So somebody's sad that something is not ended. Somebody might have done something in the past, and then and something might not have worked out, and so Queen of Cups in reverse, so it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine, doesn't have to be, it could actually be a masculine in feminine energy. Something didn't work out in the past, they didn't end something, somebody was sad, somebody could be jealous because they didn't end something. They may have, because there was some sort of manipulation of the speech translator, right? The communication may have been twisted for them to believe something and make them, it's like they're jealous of somebody's stability here. And they're sad that something didn't end. Somebody was sad because something didn't end. Maybe that they were unable to end somebody's stability. Somebody may be also saying that, so somebody jealous here could also be saying that somebody gained their stability through ill-gotten gains. This could be a manipulation of the speech translator. Yep. Yeah. Somebody's saying that somebody's stability and, you know, what they got going on with their resources and whatever has been gained through devil energy. But this isn't right. This is where the manipulation is going on. And this King of Swords here, this could be the person, this could be still somebody, this could be somebody who may be getting a message of these illusions from this jealous energy that may be manipulating the speech translator, manipulating the translation, manipulating the energy, I'm trying to find the right words. You know, like twisting somebody's words to make, somebody could have gone to the police and twisted somebody's words to say that somebody got something in the wrong way, like lying about somebody stealing or manipulating someone to get what they've got. But we know collective is the Emperor energy here, right? who have got their Nine of Cups in the right ways. You know, they've worked for it, right? That's why they're an Emperor. Then they're in the upright. They're in the upright because they got it in the upright. You see what I'm saying? This could also be this King of Wands in the upright, who is very, well, we've got the Hermit in reverse, so they're very transparent, you know what I mean? In what they got going on. They get things in the right way. But whoever this Knight of Wands is, this is just a knight, right? This person's jealous. They've been spying, they've been watching somebody gain some stability and build a business, because this is an Emperor, right? This Knight is jealous of that. So they've gone to this King of Swords with illusions and getting them to look at this Emperor with devil eyes, casting some sort of illusions to make them believe that they've got it in the wrong ways, you know, in the reverse. But I feel that this King of Swords, why would this person be doing this? Because they're jealous. It's just jealousy, that's it. But they might be thinking they can get something out of it. They're saying that somebody's creepy. Somebody's saying that somebody's creepy in the way that they manifest. The way they manifest their possibilities. Create, you know, this is the... you know how we manifest, collective, you know what I mean? We see the possibilities in things and then we work on them, right? To create and bring in new possibilities, and our manifestations like multiply because we see the possibility, you know, we get the downloads directly from the Holy Spirit to see the possibilities, right? And somebody else is jealous of that because they're just seeing it as creepy because they don't know how to manifest. They're always stuck in that energy of manipulation, you know what I mean? Taken from others. So this is why Spirit's saying to keep your boundaries up with someone here. This could be this little salesman type energy. So clarify the Four of Wands and the Five of Swords. Boundaries up. A Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is the manipulator. So they're trying to reverse. Yeah, they're trying to reverse somebody's manifestations. They're trying to flip the script. They're trying to mess with somebody's, what they got, you know, partnerships. Magician, see? The great manipulator. I wouldn't say the great manipulator because they're not great, because the Ace of Cups here, there's no love. There's no love here. And so they're trying to, and they're jealous of somebody's ability to manifest, so they're calling it creepy, they're calling, they may have even got the police onto someone here. Clarify this devil energy, so because they're trying to, they're trying to reverse what somebody else has got going on, right? Trying to mess with somebody's achievements. Queen of Wands, strength. Mess with somebody's strength. Queen of Wands could be a businesswoman. This could be the businesswoman in the upright. Queen of Swords in the reverse. So which way is that supposed to be? Oh, we've got a Queen of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. We've got two feminine energies here that are in the reverse. This could be some sort of influences. Somebody doesn't want somebody to have some influence. Somebody doesn't want So there could be two feminine energies here who could be manipulating a masculine. To work in this devil energy. So we've got a Queen of Swords and a Queen of Wands in reverse, who could have a stronghold over a masculine here. Knight, because he's only a knight, right? And he's got these two manipulative women. Well, they don't have to be women, just feminine energies. Manipulating them. They've got a stronghold. This is the devil energy. This is like incubus, succubus energies that have got a stronghold over a masculine energy. Empress in reverse. We've got some witches here trying to prevent somebody from being successful. King of Swords, creepy. The King of Swords could be saying this is creepy. Somebody's not getting a new beginning. Yeah, Lovers in reverse. There's a star energy showing itself. Yeah, so somebody might be not getting a new beginning because they've been manipulated by some witches that are jealous. Two feminine energies have been manipulating a masculine because they're jealous. So this King of Swords could actually be feminine energy, but in masculine energy, you know what I mean? Maybe saying, well, someone's not getting a new beginning because, yeah, so this is the star with the Lovers in reverse because they've seen that they're being manipulated by some witches, and this person's still in like knight energy. This is not a king, it's not an emperor, it's not. So somebody's saying, keep the boundaries up with this person. So this is the person that might be coming in to cause illusions. But the King of Swords here is like, you think I can't see these illusions? You think I can't see this manipulation? You know, do you think I was born yesterday? So this person's not giving them a new beginning. Or they're not buying their stolen goods or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not buying it. Not buying it. Yeah. We've got the Lovers here, it's in the upright this time, and so's the Two of Cups. Oh, and the Knight. So this is all in the upright now. Someone not moving away. Someone maybe making a decision to actually tell the truth. And someone's going to jail. Oh, for a ten of Pentacles. Oh, let me lay these out. Collective. This is awesome. So these all just flipped. So this is the Emperor here with all this 9 of cups popping out here. Someone's popping now, right? Someone is popping and they're getting a whole lot of wish fulfillments for not walking away, making a decision. Someone's decided to tell the truth, right, about a whole 10 of Pentacles. Someone's going to jail for a whole 10 of Pentacles because, you know, like the police, this could be the police here with the burdens. 10 of Pentacles, someone's going to jail with the Hangman. So someone's got a new perspective. Somebody's moving. This could be the police moving in on something here. Or somebody's made a decision because they've seen past some illusions. They've shone the light on it, right? The possibilities. Someone's shone the light on the possibilities of the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. With the Lovers and the Two of Cups. With the partnership. Somebody could be in their head about this. They've become unstuck. Somebody's become unlocked. Unlocked. Interesting. They're seeing past the illusions and the burdens. And the Magician now is in the upright and manifesting an Ace of Cups. And the deception is in reverse. So the deception's been flipped. See? And the Magician was in the reverse, who is the manipulator, is now turned into the Magician in the upright. And because I see the burdens that somebody was projecting onto somebody, this is the manifester of the Ace of Cups. Because they've learned some lessons. And now they're not holding back. And here we have some messages coming in about some work. So something, the cycle had ended. No, it's not ended with someone. With the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse and heartbreak. Because they've seen that in the past. Right, so someone was heartbroken in the past and they were receiving karma, they got a message. That something wasn't over about a work situation. Somebody did learn some lessons here and now they're not holding back. The deception's been seen and now someone can manifest. They've seen the burdens that were being created by possibly these witches, right? Now who we got here? Hang on a minute. This message is just coming out like... Truth. Okay, a Knight of Cups. So somebody's not sad. We have Justice. We have the Pentacles in reverse. So somebody's going through a tower about somebody's independence. Knight of Cups. So somebody's going through a tower about somebody getting a offer, or this is like a... Yeah, this is like a... It could be like a... It's some sort of gesture, you know what I mean? And somebody is shocked about this. There's some justice about a loss of some pentacles, some material. Some sort of material was lost, but it brought about independence. Somebody's single. Somebody might be shocked that somebody's single, but they've got nothing to offer. There's justice and sadness is in reverse. It's the same. Somebody is not sad about is getting something. Unstuck. So somebody could be actually getting out of jail. Maybe for telling the truth about some money. There was a decision made. Somebody didn't walk away. There was a decision made about a 10 of Cups, which somebody's wish fulfillment. Somebody didn't walk away from their wish fulfillment. Their lovers and Two of Cups. Truth. So somebody may be not getting a new passionate beginning because somebody didn't, like somebody's truth is here, that somebody was just somebody was in something for some money. The decision to not walk away from maybe family or something like that could have been these two queens with the lovers and the Two of Cups. Could have been somebody who had that stronghold. But somebody seeing a new perspective. Maybe why somebody moved away or somebody moved or somebody, a new perspective. I'm going to jail for money, or justice system, no money, independence, power, and an offer. Let's see if we can clarify with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Somebody's not getting a new beginning here. Ace of Wands, clarify this. It's something to do with the Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody not getting an Ace of Wands. Somebody's not sad. They're not heartbroken. So there's a King of Swords who's not bothered about. They're not sad. They're not bothered about not getting a Ace of Wands. A passionate new beginning with someone. Because of the illusions, right? Seven of Cups. Because somebody's not a star. The star is in reverse. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. Working. Yeah, it could be one of these witches again. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Could be a... So we've got three queens here in reverse that are working on someone here to cause illusions. This is what it looks like. Someone's causing somebody illusions. They could be causing illusions about. So it could be two queens, jealous, and causing illusions to cause somebody not to receive a new beginning. For somebody with the Queen of Pentacles, they're turning... So they're causing illusions. They might be saying that somebody's not a star. Yeah, because somebody was saying they're somebody here manipulating somebody's story, somebody's, how they've received their abundance. They're saying they're not a star. They got it in the wrong ways. They might even be saying they were sleeping for it, working in reverse. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here, somebody not stable working. So this is unstable work. That's the illusion. Somebody's saying this is not stable work. Yeah. It's like saying this is of the devil. Some work that somebody's doing. But this is coming from jealous energies, right? To stop somebody's strength, you know, like to stop somebody's, what they got going on, and to make them weak. This is manipulation. But this King of Swords could be seeing this. Clarify the star in reverse. Yep, a coven, a group of people causing illusions. And I'd say it's these feminine energies, these witches. Wow, yeah, causing conflict for someone. Somebody's becoming unstuck. Oof. Or somebody might be coming out of jail. Or somebody's causing conflict for jail. Lessons. Somebody's learning some lessons about this. What's keeping them in poverty is this conflict and jail. But somebody's seeing a new perspective. So this could be somebody here that has actually been manipulated, and they might be seeing the possibilities now because they're seeing they're coming out of a lack mindset, something that's been keeping them trapped. They're getting a new perspective maybe on these this coven, this group of witches. Yeah, so we've got the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups says they're not longing for they may be no longer wishing to destroy what somebody else has got going on here. So somebody might be seeing the possibilities now. Okay, Hermit in reverse, clarify. Yeah, an Ace of Cups. Somebody's seeing, yeah, look, we've got an Ace of Cups. Somebody's grown a heart. Somebody might be in their emotions. They're coming out of the Hermit, and they might be coming out towards some love. They might be wanting to like put in something here, like add to somebody's cup. Somebody might be wanting, yeah, to add to somebody's cup, to give here. But we've got a Page of Cups down the bottom here in reverse. Hierophant in reverse. Not longing for the Hierophant in reverse. So somebody is undesirous for an Empress in reverse. We've got an Empress in reverse and a Hierophant in reverse. And this immature energy. Baby energy. These are babies in the spiritual world. So this is a couple here. There's a couple of people who feel that they are spiritual leaders, but they're not. They're just manipulators, and they're just immature manipulators. There's somebody, this is a couple that are in early stages of spiritual growth. They could be a couple that's, yeah, look, somebody's got nothing coming in. All right. So somebody might be wanting to give to, this could be a King of Wands, who might be wanting to give to a situation now and get a victory. Somebody's no longer in regret. They are but somebody is desirous for the Ten of Swords. So somebody wants to Ten of Swords somebody's victory. Somebody wants to knock someone down, like I said. Somebody wants to say that somebody has achieved something through ill-gotten gains. But somebody else here is seeing some possibilities towards growth, and they want to give to a situation. Okay? So let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, please, Spirit. Clarify. Yeah, somebody has certainly been doing some work here, holding back someone's love. Someone's holding back. And this is what they've been manipulating somebody. A high priestess. There's the witch. The witch bitch. Which bitch? Which bitch? That bitch. Somebody's juggling a bitch. Somebody's juggling a witch. A low vibrational witch that wants to turn a sword somebody. They're juggling. Somebody's juggling somebody here. They're getting somebody to hold back love from somebody's possibilities. Damn. And it's this major manipulator that somebody's been juggling. King of Wands, clarify the King of Wands, please, Spirit. With these subliminal messages, someone from a coven, a group of people with 3 cups there. So this King of Wands is part of this group. They want to take a little bit, bad investment. They made a bad investment, juggling this freaking witch, right? It's a King of Cups. King of Cups, watery energy, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that has got some sort of message that something was a bad investment. So now they're seeing something differently. Why they were holding back. Three of Pentacles. This Three of Pentacles has got a stronghold on this King of Wands. And something's not over. So they're still manipulating this person. Taking a little bit, taking a little bit. So, the Emperor. Yeah, somebody's got a message. And we've got a King of Cups poking out. So somebody could be getting a message from a King of Cups. So this King of Cups could be this King of Wands here that's part of this group. This person is the one that is being manipulated, but they're seeing something. They may be feeling emotional about this Ace of Cups, and they might be wanting to give. But they're holding back because there's a stronghold from this group that's not ended. So somebody has not ended something with a group of people that are manipulating this person with misinformation. You know, like manipulating somebody's energy by saying that somebody's love here with the Ace of Cups is it's like them saying there's ulterior motives or something like that. They're creepy, you know, like there's something wrong. They must be doing something in devil energy to have this love or this foundation, these emotions. Somebody does want to give, but they're being manipulated by this group that they haven't given up on. I'm hearing, you know, like they're being distracted possibly by some group that has not ended. It could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The messages. Clarify the Emperor, please. Clarify the Emperor. The Emperor, this could be the collective. This could be the collective in the entrepreneurial energy with the Nine of Cups here. We've got a King of Cups. Okay, so Okay, so this person's single. There's no deception. And they want to make an offer. Okay, so there's a transformation here with this butterfly. Somebody's transforming possibly into an emperor. Yeah, because this is giving me like this head movement again, like it's like looking forward and looking back, looking forward, looking back. Somebody's doing this, you know. See how the head, this is looking this way and then it's looking that way. Again, they're looking at this and then they're looking at that. The Nine of Cups. It's looking backwards and forwards from maybe this group, but they're seeing somebody might be stepping up to Emperor status because they can see the potential, the possibilities of making a Nine of Cups here. All this abundant, full cups by giving to this Ace of Cups here. But they keep looking back to the past. This person is single, but this person just keeps looking back to the past. And they need to just turn around and go that way, right? Towards this Nine of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Oh, there's burdens here. Somebody's burdened by this. They keep looking back at the burdens. Or they keep looking at the burdens of manifestation, right? They're not walking away from Ten of Swords. Not walking away from the Ten of Swords. An Empress, a High Priestess in reverse, is in their ear. They're trying to end someone here. But someone needs to move to calmer waters. Because someone doesn't give a shit about them. They want a Ten of Swords, someone. This High Priestess in reverse has got a big mouth. They're not moving on. They're not stopping. So this is like somebody in someone's ear, causing them burdens. It's making somebody keep looking this way and then looking that way. This is this witch's manipulation. Like putting doubt in somebody's mind when they could be moving towards abundance. And somebody's seeing the abundance as a burden. You know? Not being left out in the cold. They're seeing somebody's abundance as a burden. Strange. King of Cups, Ten of Wands, please clarify, please. Ten of Cups and a Knight, yeah, Ten of Wands. They might be letting go, they might be making a decision to let go of the burdens. So this is also giving me, this is also giving me the energy of like letting go of all the attachments, right? Three of Wands, ships coming in. Someone's longing for their ships to come in and balance with the material wealth. They're waiting for the ships to come in and balance out with this family or the past. Someone's trying to balance out the past and it's a burden for them to balance out the past. Maybe they owe some people money and that's why they keep having to go back. They feel like they owe. This is like giving me martyr sort of energy, you know, like somebody feels like they owe people abundance. Maybe they do. Clarify this King of Cups. The finding it difficult to move forward in a new beginning. They feel little. So this is this martyr energy, right? It's like there's a burden here of like overindulgence, and somebody might owe some people a lot of money, or owe people for maybe past loves. There's justice. We do have the lovers here. Justice is coming with the Chariot. Justice for past missed opportunities and bad investments. So they're trying to manifest a tempering with the family. So they're trying to manifest a healing maybe with a family, a tempering of past debt, I'm getting. Things that they had, bad investments, missed opportunities coming. There's justice in love. Justice in love. They're manifesting ships coming in with the Queen of Cups. I'm also getting the tempering of the ships coming in for a Queen of Cups. Somebody wanting to stop someone's ships coming in. This was a bad investment. So this is somebody who may have worked with this group to stop somebody's ships coming in, to stop somebody's possibilities, to, like manipulate that information again about somebody getting their wish fulfillments the wrong ways, to temper somebody. This is immature. This is the decisions they made that caused burdens for someone. Or it could have been causing burdens for themselves, that's the way it works, right? They manifested it. Five of Pentacles, somebody not being left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. Okay, somebody's moving calmer waters. We've got a King of Pentacles in reverse. Not being left out in the cold. They're moving to calmer waters. And there's no regret. There's no regret. This could be somebody letting go of what has been stable to them in the past. It's coming out as the Five of Pentacles in reverse, right? So that's being not left out in the cold for giving up maybe material possessions and moving to calmer waters. So that's sort of like letting go of these burdens. So somebody's seeing all these Nine of Cups here as burdens, and they're making a decision, and they need to make a decision about not being left out in the cold to give them up and move to calmer waters and have no regret. So somebody gave up all their belongings perhaps, but it was also about this relieving debt. And so we have sovereignty here with this single energy, this independence. There's no illusion. So somebody's getting a message of independence. Somebody's getting a message from, this could be the burden, the High Priestess in reverse, who is the manipulator, the talker. You know what I mean? This is the speech translator, message generator. Ten of Swords in. There's the burdens right there. So this person, this High Priestess in reverse, who is a speech generator, speech translator, is also the message generator for Ten of Swords. So somebody's letting all that go, right? And they're becoming single because they've got a new perspective on this Ten of Swords, and it's brought about a tower, yep, about what was done under the moon to an Empress. So it could, so collective Empress. We have now got an Emperor on the table, and we're shown this is the Empress. The Empress hasn't been on the table apart from the Four of Wands over here the whole time, and the Ace of Cups, the love. Somebody been holding back from the love, and because of this speech translator, subliminal message generator, giving people, manipulating someone's energy here to not trust. So now somebody wants to maybe bring a love offer, or this could be an apology or something. So somebody's let go of a speech translator, subliminal message generator, the High Priestess in reverse. So this is the Witch, and so we could have these two witches here. It could have been two of them working together. All right. So somebody is letting go of the burdens, and they may be getting out of debt. So they might be just clearing up debt, the burdens, the debt of what is generated with these other energies in this group. But at the moment they still haven't let go of this group, but they are in process of doing that because they're looking both ways. They're analysing where the burdens are coming from, and they want to let it go so that they're not left out in the cold, maybe by the Empress, right? The one that had been portrayed as something creepy and negative, So somebody wants to move to calmer waters and have no regret. They want to be independent as well. Interesting. Okay, collective. Let's have a look to see who is all involved here. So let's see who is involved in this situation, please, Spirit. So it could be a Libra. Libra could also be Justice. So who's involved in this story, please, Spirit? Somebody really messed up. Someone's daughter. Who else is here, please, Spirit? Shit, FBI. Someone's son. So we've got a daughter and a son here. Pisces. Anyone else? A Taurus. Anybody else here, Spirit? Gemini. Clarify. Anyone else? The police. Well, we've got FBI and the police here. A love interest. Someone's father. Somebody is a father. Well, we've got daughter and son, so a Scorpio. Could be someone's father. Someone's sister. Scorpio could be someone's sister. A society. A sister in a society. So this is somebody's sister in a coven, basically. Be a Scorpio sister in a coven. Someone's brother, sister in a society. So that means, a brother and sister that are of a coven with the Three of Pentacles here. This group and Three of Cups. another sister. So there's two sisters, and because we've got a Queen of Swords in reverse and a Queen of Wands in reverse, who are the and a Knight of Swords in reverse. That could be the coven. 3 people, could be 3 people, could be more. Some are homeless. Sagittarius. Virgo. Anyone? One more. Any more, Spirit? Last one, Aquarius. So there we go. I'm going to leave it there. Oh, there is family here. Please have a lovely... maybe we should just finish off. It's not... okay, I've got a little bit of time. Let's just finish off with a couple of messages from our angels and demons cards. Okay? A little bit of advice for the collective. Ooh, I wanted to come out. Bahail. Have a sense of humility. Don't be too proud, so you can find peace against troubles. So somebody needs to get their pride in check so that they can have a little bit of peace. Haziel. What have you promised that you haven't fulfilled? Our word is our bond. Keep yours today. So somebody might be bound to... somebody might be bound to a promise, like it could be like a coven oath, you know what I mean? Somebody could be bound to that. And that might be why they're having trouble moving on, letting go, and that could be the burden they're trying to let go of. Any more? Aliha. I don't know how to pronounce these names, but anyway. Victory will occur soon. The courage must first be found within yourself. So somebody needs to go within and find some courage here to stand up to something. Satail, because they can't see something. Can you tell the truth all day? So somebody needs to just tell the damn truth, right? Try out an exercise of telling the truth. Somebody needs to practice speaking out. Somebody might be just like so entrenched in lies, like like the somebody might be a compulsive liar, a male. Have patience. Today your focus should be production and creation. So go and get creative, collective. Go and get creative and don't even worry about the situation. Because, this is somebody else's stuff going on in here. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it's like it's nothing to do with the collective. The only bit of collective we've got here is the Four of Wands and Spirit saying to defend and keep your peace in one stability, all right? So just focus on your creativity today, or, like however long, well, just all the time, right? And creativity and stability. So we have got Gusian demons. These are from our demons. Ask your questions. The past, present, and future shall be revealed. Let go of jealousy. So, yeah, somebody's letting go of some jealousy here, because this is what came out at the beginning, right? these witches were manipulating somebody because of jealousy. They were manipulating a masculine energy because they were jealous, and they were telling lies on the collective, how they got their stability, you know, how they you know, like gained their manifestations because they're jealous, right? Let go of jealousy. That's what these people need to do. And get on their own path. They need to get on their own path and stop being jealous of somebody else, because they're using all their energy up on somebody else's life. Grimoire says, the treasure hidden in a woman's heart yields love. Yeah, we should be operating out of our love, our heart chakra, affection and companionship. Be successful in seeking it out. So somebody has been told, this could be somebody speaking to an emperor here, because the treasure is in a woman's heart. Seek out affection and companionship. So I feel somebody's going to do that, the power, but they need to practice honesty. Resentments festering below the surface can poison your daily life. So somebody, let go of those things that no longer serve you. So somebody who's being resentful. This is these burdens that somebody's been hanging on to. But it's coming from something else, and it's not even theirs, you know what I mean? It's taking on what's this manipulation, the speech of the translator, the lies, right? The resentments. There's some very resentful energies here. Hafas. What walls have you built around yourself? Some of these defences may no longer be needed. Yeah, this is relax. Somebody needs to relax. I feel like with boundaries that somebody's put in place, it's saying, you know, what walls somebody's built here around themselves, and this is to protect their heart, right? Because they've probably been hurt a lot, and it makes somebody be easily manipulated. So this person's been easily manipulated by these witches who were able to poison someone's mind with lies, right? So in moving on, somebody needs to keep their boundaries up with these energies, but in moving on, they can drop their defences towards possibly the collective who has been lied about. So there is boundaries needing to be dropped, but there are also boundaries that need to be kept in place or put in place. So somebody's got their boundaries up to the wrong energies. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Please have a lovely, beautiful and blessed day, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Thank you for the likes, shares and subscribes and donations. You can show your appreciation that way, and then that helps the energy, you know, what goes around comes around, you know, so we have a nice even flow of energy. You know, what you give is what you put out, right? So let's leave it there. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.